Hello and welcome to my 1 week postpartum and 1 week old update. So for those of you who don't know, I gave birth to my second, a little boy, Atticus Wayne Olsen, on July 27th, 2018. So he is officially 1 week old today as of 2:24 p.m. And it has been a whirlwind of a week. I'm gonna put that out there right now. 1 week postpartum, I only had first-degree tearing that only required 1 stitch. I don't know how that happened. It just sort of happened and I'm happy with it. So I'm not sore there anymore. Like sitting isn't like a discomfort like, ow, that's a stitch kind of thing. My muscles and my joints are incredibly painful. And part of that is because I had that joint pain when I was pregnant, and that's continued. And it feels a little bit worse because I did just deliver a baby. And yeah, so hopefully in the next 5 or 6 weeks that'll start going down and I'll feel like a little bit more like normal. But today I had a hard time walking up the stairs because my hips were like not happy about it, and things like stepping into the shower or getting like myself onto our bed is comically difficult because I physically can't lift my legs because the joints there hurt so bad. But other than that, physically, I'm doing pretty good. Emotionally, I'm really emotional. Like really emotional. I had a good cry today and feeling guilty about things I shouldn't feel guilty about. Like postpartum emotions for me are always really hard, and I always have to watch for postpartum depression because I'm more susceptible to it. Yeah, I think that's all for me. Oh, my postpartum belly shot, everyone's favorite thing, and probably everyone's worst nightmare if you just had a baby and you feel self-conscious about your body as it is. But here it is. It's not bad considering I just had a baby last week. But I weighed myself yesterday, and I weigh the same that I did when I was 40 weeks pregnant at my last check-in. So I'm not gonna say that I'm happy with it because I'm not. I was hoping I would go down a little bit more, but I haven't gone down any. But I'm trying to be gentle with myself and not beat myself up, but I'm still kind of beating myself up and not being so gentle with myself. On to Atticus. Atticus was born with a really bad tongue tie, and that was thankfully caught really fast and was fixed when he was fixed the day after he was born. But it was so severe that he literally couldn't move his tongue at all, so it made breastfeeding incredibly difficult. And this was hard for me because I was really excited to be able to breastfeed this time, because with my daughter my milk never came in like at all, and then I had to have gallbladder surgery, so it just wasn't something that we could feasibly do. So I was so excited, getting tons of supplies for breastfeeding, preparing, and it didn't work. Like it didn't work at all. And I'm not saying this because I know breastfeeding is hard and I feel like I gave up too easily, but he was getting dehydrated and his health was being impacted by the breastfeeding because he wasn't getting anything. We switched over to formula, so my supply was the same as it was with Lucy, unfortunately, which is a really big bummer because I really wanted to breastfeed. I have cried a lot about the fact that I wasn't able to breastfeed this time, like a lot, and felt incredibly guilty and anxious, and like I was letting him down and letting our family down. Don't beat yourself up. I'm just gonna put it out there, because the second he had formula, he was a different kid. He went from screaming bloody murder and just being borderline dehydrated and sick to healthy, and he was able to sleep for the first time since he was born, and just a different happy little guy. So then we got home from the hospital, and he eats about every 2 to 3 hours, about 2 ounces of milk, which is pretty good, and he's starting to take a little bit more. He spits up a ton. He has really bad gas, and he is slowly becoming a colicky baby. Like we've noticed He's fine during the day usually, but it's at night between like 10 and 3 o'clock a.m. that he's just really unsettled and just cries and cries and cries and cries and cries and cries and cries, and it breaks my heart a little bit. But we're gonna try to get some probiotic drops today to see if that'll help him out, help the little guy out. At our doctor's appointment yesterday, he passed all the things. He's doing really great. And he's gaining weight, and so he's getting really close to gaining back all of his birth weight, which is great because he wasn't even a week past being born, which I'm really excited about and happy about. And the doctor isn't concerned at all, just kind of keep going, just keep doing what we're doing. We're really in love with him. His eyes are turning brown, so he has my coloring because I have the brown eyes, so he's probably gonna have brown eyes too. Do you want to say hi to your friend? Show you how precious he is. Oh. Enjoy the videos when they do come out. That's why I recommend you hit the notification bell and follow us on Instagram as well, because I post there quite frequently. Easier to edit a picture than it is to edit a video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys later.